So if you have a faceless YouTube channel, you are in big trouble. Currently, YouTube is undertaking a massive channel deletion and channel demonetization on a scale like never before, and their main focus is faceless YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can go about possibly preventing your channel from being deleted and also getting demonetized. And the thing is, my main YouTube channel was this close, and I mean this close to actually getting deleted, but fortunately for me, I actually applied this method in time, so it saved my YouTube channel. Fortunately, it worked for me, but it might not work for you and most of you watching this particular video. That said, it is actually better than just sitting down and waiting for your channel to actually get deleted. So starting with the faceless YouTube channel, then we move on to the faced YouTube channels. The first thing I want you to do is this. Go to your YouTube channel, right? To your YouTube studio, wherever. Go there, and I want you to take a look at the thumbnails of your video. So the first thing we are doing is taking a look at our thumbnails. Now, when you look at your thumbnails, right, I'm going to give you a list of scenarios, basically examples. That is how I'm going to show you what to do. And if you fall within this category, what I want you to do is change your YouTube thumbnail instantly, because in order for this to work, you have to actually know why YouTube is going to delete your channel or demonetize your channel. So the first one, just as I mentioned, is the thumbnails. When taking a look at your thumbnails, right, this is the first scenario, or should I say the first thing you need to do. I want you to just think for a second. Is the thumbnail easily AI generated, or did I generate it with AI? If you actually did generate it with AI and you already know it, there is nothing wrong with it. But the only thing actually wrong with it is it the same across the remaining of your videos? Do all your videos have the same format thumbnail? Basically just a background image with text written on the screen, and for each and every single thumbnails of all your videos, all you do is you apply the same thumbnail, but basically just change a few things like the font. If you fall within this category, what I want to do right now is just go on ahead and change the thumbnails instantly, because YouTube doesn't like that. This actually gives them this sort of, okay, this guy is not really putting that much effort into his thumbnail, so it is probably AI generated or low effort content. Let's put it that way. So what I want to do is this. Make sure that your thumbnails are completely different for every single video. Basically, every video should have a unique thumbnail dedicated for that particular video. It shouldn't be something that looks like it is mass produced. If your thumbnails are like that, simply change them now. Let's move on to the next thing you need to do. This particular one right here is actually, let's just say, a statement I'll base on to give you scenarios, and with a list of examples I'm about to provide under this particular section, rather than changing it, this is what I did. I actually went to my YouTube channel, and it's a very big and tough decision. I actually unlisted those videos that fell under the category I'm about to explain, or put them on private, or just deleted them. The point is, I made sure it just vanished from YouTube. That's just it. That said, you actually have to think about this twice before you go ahead and do it, because I know how long it takes to actually make a video. Think about this particular one very carefully. Honestly, I had to do it because I had no other choice, and fortunately enough, my channel is still available. Anyways, this is the first scenario for the simple, or should I say same formatted video. Let's say you are in the African folktale space, right? You make African folktale videos. When you are about to make a video, what most people do is this. They go to YouTube, then search African folktale videos, and the list of videos that pop up, they filter it out to the most popular one within a specific time frame, like let's say 1 week. Then they pick the most popular video in that particular week, and what they do is they take the transcript of the video, basically the script of the video, copy it, then go to either ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and ask them to just change the setting of the story. Let's say the setting of the story for the African folktale video you are literally copying is in Nigeria. That is where the story took place. All you are doing is you just go to Google Gemini or ChatGPT, just as I said earlier on, and just ask them to change the setting to, let's say, a Togo village, and they should just change the names of the characters, and you literally just take the script and use it as your own video. This is a big no-no. If you know you do this, YouTube frowns upon it like crazy. Seriously. Now, I know most of you might watch this video and think, well, this is absurd to actually do, but trust me, I know quite a few people who actually use this particular format right here. When you take their script, don't use it literally word for word. Make significant changes to it. Add your own touch to it. Use it as an inspiration for your own video. Don't rather just copy it and use it for your own video. Change it, read it, adapt to it, basically just add your own unique tag to it to make your own video. So if you use this particular format to generate your African folktale story or your videos for your Faceless YouTube channel, then unfortunately you already know what to actually do to that particular video. And keep in mind, this is actually a very big decision, so it is all up to you. Moving on to the next scenario. Let's say the same thing, you run an African folktale channel. You know what, this doesn't really even apply to just African folktale videos, but let's use it as an example. It is a general something. When making your videos, right, do you use the same script, or should I say the same script format for literally every single video? Let me give you an example. Let's say for your first video, it had this particular format. This is Amma. She lived in a village called this that in Nigeria. Then the story continues. For your next video, it starts again with this is Kofi. He lives in this particular town, this that. Then it continues. If it follows a specific rhythm and the audience already know or can predict what is going to happen next, then there is literally no value in your content. YouTube is going to classify it as reused or low effort content. This is a very big no-no. YouTube doesn't like that. It is actually focused on, that is, YouTube is actually focused on viewer satisfaction. So let's say a viewer comes across one of your videos, they watched it, it was very nice, and they decide to check out your YouTube channel, or YouTube recommends your next video to them. Even though it is in the same category, which obviously they all will, yours literally has no changes to it. After watching a few 30 seconds, about 2 minutes of the video, the viewer already thinks, well, it's not the same thing as the first one that I watched. Yeah, I just made changes to the names and just a few things here and there. So the viewer satisfaction is just going to drop. So that is why YouTube is just going on a, let's just say, holy cleansing. Let me put it that way. They are actually gunning for low effort content being mass produced on the YouTube platform. Now I know most of you might think, well, Steve, this is absurd. Do people really actually do it? Yes, they do. Let me tell you something. One of my students, right, actually reached out to me after a coaching section about a week ago. And obviously in my coaching section, one of the methods I recommend to you to actually make videos and get more views is to literally copy what is working and use it as an inspiration, not copy and paste. Copy it and use it as an inspiration for your own videos. So he was doing that. He went to YouTube, searched African folktales, and he was looking through it for inspiration for his own video. And one thing he noticed was this. So he mentioned that, Steve, when I was doing my research, right, he came across a specific channel, and that channel had over 200k subscribers. I've really forgotten the name. That particular channel will make a video, post it on her channel, an African folktale channel. Then what they do is they take the same script, just as I was explaining earlier on. Then they have created about 2 other channels, right? Then they upload it on the other channel, but this time around they changed the country and the style of the video. So if the first video on their main channel was 3D, the second one is going to be super realistic, but literally with the same script in the same format. Do you see where all this is going? Very, very funny. And on the other channel, they literally just changed the name and some few things here and there. Basically, they were just farming and abusing this particular AI tool. They were not adding unique style to their videos. So he was like, well, Steve, should I do the same thing because I also want more money? Back then, since YouTube were not sort of penalizing this particular behavior on a platform, I really did not know what to tell him. But what I said was, you know what? YouTube doesn't really like reused content. And this clearly falls under reused content and low effort content. So I said, this falls under reused content, so you know what, don't do it. Just to protect your channel, just stay away from it. Fast forward to now, this is what YouTube is actually basing on to delete YouTube channels left and right. If you know your content is sort of having the same structure, you are literally using the same script, just go on ahead and do what you need to do to save your channel. Now the other thing is using ChatGPT, Google Gemini, etc. to generate the script of your video. Here's the deal, right? I teach several ways to actually make videos to post on YouTube, several kind of videos, right? And in almost all my videos, I recommend you use ChatGPT or Google Gemini to generate a script for your videos. Here's the thing though, there's nothing wrong when you use Google Gemini or ChatGPT, etc. to generate your script, but thousands of people are also using Google Gemini to generate scripts possibly for their African folktale video. In the script they gave to you or the format it used to give to you, it has given it to probably about 200 people prior to you or thousands of people prior to to you. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. So it is literally going to be the same format of content spread across literally the entire platform on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't really like that. YouTube sees the platform as sort of, let's say, a business, a friendly place where viewers get satisfied with their videos. After generating your script with these platforms, I actually want you to sit down, look through it, and make significant changes to it. Add your own touch to it. YouTube wants authenticity. They want you to use your own voice. You understand? Don't literally just copy and paste. In our videos, we literally show you just copy and paste as a form of tutorial, which I understand back then YouTube wasn't doing anything about it. So now we have to actually tell you in our videos that make your own changes to it. Don't worry, we will do it. But when you are generating your videos from now onwards, when you generate your script, make significant changes to it. Moving on to the next one, voiceovers. So if the scenarios I'm about to give you also fall under it, you already know what to do to those kind of videos on your channel. By doing them, it drops down the probability of your channel either getting deleted or demonetized. And the thing is, this video is not really scripted or pointed in any way, so I'm just telling you off my head. Do you guys remember the scenario I gave earlier on where I said when I make a video and I show you how to use specific platforms, thousands of people are also going to watch it and actually use those kind of things I recommended in the video? Yes, when it comes to voiceover generations, right, one thing is, if you use voiceovers that are not super realistic, it's out of the question. Just put it that way. Now, if your voiceover are super realistic, which I tend to recommend specific platforms for these ones, I also recommend specific voice models in those videos, right, for you to use, because I thought it was interesting. But thousands of people are also going to use it to make their own video, so nothing really makes yours stand out. So it is going to be literally voice type A on almost 200,000 videos on the YouTube platform, which is not going to make the platform really interesting for viewers. You get what I'm trying to say? So here is what you are going to do. If you fall within this category where you use AI to generate your voiceovers, what you are going to do is this. If you want to make future videos, literally record your audio just like this. Honestly, there is no way around it now. If you use high platforms like, let's say, 11 Labs, etc, the probability of others using the same voice type is also high. So literally just record it like this and you are good to go. Now, I know most of you might say, well, Steve, I really don't want people to hear my voice. I really don't have good voice. No worries. Still record it and use voice changer apps for it and you are good to go. Capcut has a voice changer. 11 Labs has a voice changer, and Epidemic Sound also has voice changers. You can use these platforms to change your voice after recording the script into whatever voice type you want and upload it on the platform. Now, I know most of you might say, well, Steve, are people not going to also use the same templates and the same voice you changed it into? Yes, but this time around yours is going to have a different wavelength. If you just select a specific AI voiceover and it's read your script, that wavelength, everyone is using it, so it is easy to recognize. But when people speak, you can easily tell that no, this is person A, this is person B, person C. Even if the person has a code, the person can't really speak well, you can still tell that this is person A. That is the sort of wavelength I'm referring to. So even if you change it and it still sounds like one that millions of people are using, it still has your wavelength to it, so the probability is going to drop significantly. I believe you understand. So in your future videos, that is what I want you to do. Moving on to the next one. So this is also another scenario. Recently I posted a video, or let's just say I make videos on how you can use specific websites to generate videos, right? Example, Capcut AI video generator, free AI video maker, point of correction. It is easy. You just generate the video, click on create, and that is it. You simply have to export it and you are good to go. Now, YouTube doesn't hate the fact that you are uploading AI content. No, AI is here to stay. So they are just putting measures in place just to make sure the platform is safe for viewers. But since generating the video is so easy, what most people tend to do is they go on a spree. They don't put any breaks on it and they upload about, let's say, 10, 20, possibly 50 videos, as much as they can, on YouTube within a day. Dude, you are literally begging the platform, that is the algorithm, to just analyze your channel instantaneously. If you are in the faceless channel space, right, or you have a faceless YouTube channel, the things I have mentioned are basically, there are a lot of other things, but these are the main ones you need to focus on if you actually want to save your channel from being deleted or demonetized. If the scenarios I provided earlier on, you fall within this particular range, all you need to do is just unlist the video, put it on private, or find a way to let the video disappear from the platform. That said, just as I have been saying, this is a very big decision, so really think about it before you go through with it. I know most of you might be having this question that, well, Steve, how does YouTube know if our thumbnails are the same or our videos are using the same script, or how do they really even know? Here's the thing. It all began when YouTube integrated Google Gemini as part of their algorithm, and I believe you all know what Google Gemini is. Yes. So now when you upload a video, Google Gemini literally watches the entirety of the video from A to Z. If you make a sarcastic joke in it, it knows it is a sarcastic joke you made in there. It knows the script, it knows your title, it knows your thumbnail, it knows the words and pictures in your thumbnail. And trust me when I say I'm speaking from personal experience on my other channel. And you know the craziest part, and honestly I don't really know why other content creators are not talking about this, Google Gemini actually has access to your descriptions. And this is what I mean. If you have a link in your description, right, you know what, let me just give you an example. I uploaded a video about, I would say 2 years ago, right, and that particular video really did not violate any of their policies, but there was a link in there that actually violates one of their policy, and it was about, YouTube did not want me to talk about a specific form of video, right? So what I did was I made that particular video and re-uploaded it somewhere and provided people a link to that video, which is something you shouldn't do, right? So that was 2 years ago. Recently I got an email saying this particular video has been taken down. I don't know if I can show you the screenshots, probably not. The video has been taken down not because it violates their policy, but the link in there which is associated with the video actually violates their policy, so they are taking the video down. That is how I got a copyright strike on my other YouTube channel. That is a completely different one. So trust me when I say I'm speaking from personal experience. Google Gemini now has access to literally everything about your video, so it knows. So that is it for the faceless YouTube channels. Now let's move on to the faced YouTube channels. So you might think, well, if you show your face on camera, you are really not going to face any issues with it. Trust me, along the way you might get caught up in the crossfire within this particular thing that is going on right now, and I was one of them. So just as I said, Google Gemini can now access literally everything about your videos. It knows everything about it. So check this out. As we all know, the previous, or should I say their old rules, still stand. Reused content, copyright, music, and all those kind of stuff. But one major one that I don't know if people still do it or not. Honestly, I think they actually do, because if you are an upcoming content creator, it is really difficult to get views, subscribers, and so on. So what most people tend to do is they tend to go in for these buying views, buying subscribers, and so on. Dude, don't. That is one of the biggest no in the books. Never buy views, subscribers, bots, and stuff from websites you don't know. Even if you know the website, just don't. YouTube frowns upon that, like big time. So if you're actually doing that on your face YouTube channel, stop immediately. Now let's move on to the next thing, right? And with this, I have to actually look at it right here. It is promise, misleading, or spreading false information. I've actually combined quite a few in there. So promise, misleading, or spreading false information on your YouTube channel. Now this is where they actually got me, right? So YouTube also went on a demonetization spree, or should I say, honestly, it wasn't a demonetization spree, it was total takedown. If you are in the finance space where you teach how to make money online and all those kind of stuff, they were going crazy, deleting channels left and right. And fortunately for me, when I got my main YouTube channel where I upload those kind of videos, when I got about, let's say, 3 strikes, was it 3 or 2? Basically, when I got a strike, I knew what they were looking for, all the red flags, because they actually stated it in the email they would send to you that it is because of this. So what I did immediately is I went to my YouTube channel, right, and all the videos that actually showed people how to make, I can't really say it again, I unlisted literally almost all of them. And just recently I had to go and delete a few of them because I really don't want to get caught up in the crossfire again. So I unlisted all of them, and trust me when I say that was the best move ever, because it was this close. Now, I know most of you might be still confused, saying what is this you are talking about specifically. Basically, when the thumbnail and the title of your video does not match up with what you are showing in the video, it is misleading, and this is a big no-no for YouTube. Example, let's say the thumbnail of your video is I purchased my first Mercedes, or I purchased my first Rolls Royce, and there's a picture of you standing next to your Rolls Royce. But when viewers clicked on your video, it was you playing football literally the entire time. This is clickbait. You get what I'm trying to say? And YouTube does not like that at all. It destroys the viewer satisfaction again, and YouTube doesn't like it. The other thing is the promise section, right? So the promise section is where I face a lot of troubles there, and quite a lot of content creators I used to watch when I was growing up, even though I'm still young. When I was starting all of these things, I used to watch them like a lot, from dropshipping to etc. The major ones were being affected. I had no idea I would be next. So due to that, they are also not uploading now. They are currently dealing with the whole issue. The thing is, YouTube doesn't want you to upload this kind of video where, let me give you a perfect example. Well, I'm really not uploading those kind of content, but let me give you an example. How to make $1,000 a day just by walking. Dude, it doesn't make sense. If it is something that is legit, do you know the number of people who would have hopped onto it by now? And the thing is, a lot of people were making these kind of videos. Yes, some of the platforms are there. They will actually pay you, right? They would pay you, but it is not realistic. You are promising something that is not real. You get what I'm trying to say? Example, say make $500,000 in 7 days by watching ads. No, these things, some of them, the legit platforms out there actually do pay, but it is not an amount that you should even waste your time on. You get what I'm trying to say? So these kind of content, YouTube says no, you shouldn't be uploading them. And also, even if the video is legit and the video is titled, let's say, how I made $100 selling dropshipping products or something, and you've actually made it, you have the proof with you and everything, YouTube still says no, don't upload it. But the thing is, in some cases, some of the videos out there, they are still being uploaded. I really don't know why, but that is what they based on to delete most of the people in my space that I know of, and also most of my videos from my channel. So that is what they are talking about. And if you are in this particular faced space, right, your YouTube channel is where you show your face, you should be really careful about these things. Make sure your channel is actually legit. You are talking about legit stuff. You are not spamming people or doing any sketchy stuff. You are good to go. I believe you understand. So I know obviously that all that I have said in this video is not really organized, and it is more or less all over the place. The main reason is they are actually basing on quite a lot of things to actually take down your channel and demonetize it, and trust me, they are a lot. But I just broke it down to the things that we mainly do in the faceless YouTube channel space and the faced space. So I broke it down into the simplest format everyone can actually follow and apply right now to actually protect their channels. Now the thing is this, YouTube doesn't really hate the fact that you are uploading AI videos. No, honestly, AI is here and it is here to stay for good. So YouTube is just putting measures in place to just cope with a new system. Let's put it that way. So all you need to do now is also adapt to the new system YouTube is also putting in place. All they are saying is when you generate your AI content, make sure it is authentic by using your own voiceover, editing the video significantly to add your own human touch to it. When you generate a script with ChatGPT, always make sure alter it significantly to add your own human touch to it. They just want authenticity, authentic content, and no low effort content. I believe you understand. And the main goal to save your channel, basically all I'm trying to say in this video is, if you fall within the category or examples or scenarios I gave earlier on, all you have to do is just make the video disappear from your channel. And keep in mind, this is a very big decision you are going to make, so just think about it, because I really know how hard it is to actually make a video. And while you are thinking about it, also keep in mind that is what actually saved my faced YouTube channel by just a hair. So keep that in mind when you are making your decision. So if you have any questions or you want me to talk about something else in my next video, just leave them in the comment section. That said, that is it for today. Stay safe. Peace.